Good afternoon. Please remain standing for the posting of the national colors by members of the 2nd Battalion, 14th Infantry Regiment, 2nd Brigade Combat Team of the 10th Mountain Division. Staff Sergeant Austin Comtois, Corporal Jemiah Ortiz, Private First Class Christian Bootsma, Private First Class Zoe McDonald.
The Jefferson Community College inauguration of Dr. Daniel Dupee shall now commence.
Please remain standing as our national anthem is performed by Sergeant Delaney McCarthy, a member of the 10th Mountain Division Band.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Sergeant McCarthy. You may be seated. Sister Juliana Raymond, college chaplain, will now give the invocation.
And trust. It's a powerful word, and it's at the heart of what we are celebrating today, the inauguration of Dr. Dan Dupee as Jefferson Community College's 7th president. Today is a joy-filled day. With the announcement of the appointment of Dr. Dupee as president, what I heard often on our campus were words of affirmation, followed by, "And he's one of us." Simple, yet profound. We acknowledge Dan as a colleague and a coworker, team member, and team leader on this campus for the past several years. This afternoon, I prayerfully invoke God's grace and guidance as Dr. Dupee accepts the tasks of presidency that have been entrusted to him. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Juliana. Again, good afternoon. Welcome to the inauguration ceremony of Jefferson Community College's 7th president, Dr. Daniel Dupee. A very special welcome to President Dupee's family and friends who are joining us for the celebration today. My name is Geraldine Fairman, Provost of Jefferson Community College. As a member of this college community for the past 35 years, first as a faculty member and most recently as an administrator, I am honored to serve as the Master of Ceremonies for this special event. At this time, I wish to introduce the members of the stage party who will please stand as I introduce them. Michelle Capone, President of the Jefferson Community College Foundation and 1995 graduate of Jefferson. Stephen Todd, District Superintendent of the Jefferson Lewis Board of Cooperative Educational Services and member of the college's Board of Trustees. William Johnson, Chair of the Jefferson County Board of Legislators. David Males, Chair of the Jefferson Community College Board of Trustees. Dr. Daniel J. Dupee II, President of Jefferson Community College. Dr. John B. King, Jr., Chancellor of the State University of New York. It is Chancellor King's role to formally install Dr. Dupee this afternoon as the 7th president of the college. Brigadier General Matthew Brayman, Deputy Commander of Support for the 10th Mountain Division, Light Infantry, and Fort Drum. Dr. Carol McCoy, Jefferson Community College President Emerita. Sister Juliana Raymond, College Chaplain. Taylor LeClaire, student member of the college's Board of Trustees. Jack Donato, class of 1987, professor of computer science and president of the Faculty Association. Johanna Duncan Poitier, senior vice chancellor for community colleges and the education pipeline at the State University of New York. William McMahon, class of 2001, laboratory technician in the School of STEM and Health Professions, and president of the Educational Support Professionals Association. And members of the Jefferson Community College Board of Trustees, Pam Bayer, Michael Crowley, Damon Drought, Elizabeth Phipps, Judith Gentner, and distinguished alum class of 2001, Nathan Hunter. Unable to be with us today is Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees and distinguished alumna Cindy Inshirt. We are pleased to have several special guests with us this afternoon. I'd like to recognize members of the Jefferson County Board of Legislators. Alumni Michael Montigelli, class of 1984, and Tina Bartlett Barup. Jefferson Community College receives funding from the County of Jefferson, and we thank these members of the local legislature for their continued support. Also joining us today are County Administrator Robert Hageman and Deputy County Administrator Sarah Baldwin. I am pleased to welcome from the New York State Legislature, 116th Assembly District, Assemblyman Scott Gray. Also joining us today are Joshua Perlman and Julia Leary, representing United States Senator Charles Schumer, Mary Jo Richards and Joanne McCluskey, representing Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, Corey Grant, representing New York Senator Mark Walczyk, and Tammy Nabawanek, representing New York Assemblyman Ken Blankenbush. Jefferson Community College enjoys a very positive and collaborative partnership with Fort Drum and the 10th Mountain Division. Members of the active duty military stationed at Fort Drum, their families and veterans make up nearly 1/4 of the college's enrollment. In addition to General Brayman, we are pleased to welcome Garrison Commander Colonel Matthew Meyer and Garrison Command Sergeant Major Jeremiah Larson. I am also pleased to welcome from the City of Watertown Council members Robert Kimball and Lisa Luhulier Ruggiero. And finally, the college is fortunate to have an active and engaged foundation that supports our students and our mission. Joining us today from the Foundation Board of Directors are Vice Chair Ryan Pichet, Secretary Lisa Luhulier Ruggiero, Adam Leclerc, Lenise Barker Lassiter, Brian Peck, and Stuart Schmidt. Would you please join me in expressing our appreciation for these special guests joining us this afternoon? The academic community of Central and Northern New York is well represented here with delegates and presidents from 12 colleges and universities with us here today. In addition to the representatives from other colleges, the academic procession that we just witnessed included members of Jefferson's faculty and staff and delegates from the current student body of the college. Our campus community is far-reaching, and our guests today include members of the Faculty Student Association Board of Directors, Alumni Advisory Council, Center for Community Studies Advisory Board, the college's adjunct faculty, and employees of both the Faculty Student Association and the Small Business Development Center. In addition, we have many retired faculty and staff, former college trustees, emeriti, and alumni in attendance today. The college is indebted to the good work of all who contribute to the educational experience here at Jefferson Community College. As I was preparing for this afternoon, I considered the significance of this event in my life and that of my present and past colleagues, Jefferson students, alumni, and the community. Academic institutions experience a familiar cycle of events that are meaningful to students, faculty, and staff. We start each fall with an all-employee convocation. Students arrive, and the first days of classes take place. And before we know it, we are at the last day of finals. Central to the life of the institution, we have commencement every May, marking the end and a new beginning for our graduates. We even endure events that become part of our memories in more auspicious ways. Water main breaks, extreme weather events, and a solar eclipse, to name a few. Today, we gather for another event fundamental to the college's mission and pivotal to its future, the inauguration of Dr. Daniel J. Dupee II as Jefferson's 7th president. Let us just pause for a moment and take a minute to consider something about today. In the past 62 years, we have come together only 6 times before to do this. On average, we have installed a new president less than 1 time in a decade. This dignified and time-honored occasion provides us the opportunity to celebrate the legacy of the college, the impact of where we have come from, and build for the future where we endeavor to go together. To commemorate and embrace Dr. Dupee's presidency and his vision for Jefferson in our shared future, something which I am personally extremely excited about. And lastly, this inauguration allows us to reaffirm our belief in and our collective commitment to Jefferson, the college which holds a special place to me and within this community's heart. I want to thank everyone for being here today, for coming together as a community to formally recognize and celebrate Dr. Daniel Dupee as president of Jefferson Community College, this community's college. My sincerest congratulations, Dan. We are going to begin this afternoon's ceremony with remarks from Dr. Carol McCoy, President Emerita. Dr. McCoy was Jefferson's 5th president and served from 2007 through 2017. And yes, if you're doing the math in your head, it was President McCoy who was responsible for bringing Dr. Dupee to Jefferson Community College.
Good afternoon to the Jefferson Community College faculty, staff, administration, board of trustees, and honored guests and families. May I just say that this day brings back so many memories for me, and I know that for many, many, many years to come, Dan will treasure this day as well. Congratulations, Dan. I'm so excited for you and so very proud of you. You had a goal to become Jefferson's president, and you worked to build your skills and knowledge to achieve that goal. And you are most definitely the right person at the right time to lead the college. Yes, you can clap for that. Being president of Jefferson is an honor. The college is a vital and critical component of the community, as Provost Fairman discussed. Stay focused on serving the needs of the community, and you will excel in the role of president, and you will enrich students' lives and continue to strengthen Jefferson County. I'm sure you'll remember that every semester I would give a lecture to the business administration students about the 12 traits of great leaders. In fact, I saw some of the faculty here from that program. I believe you not only model but exemplify each of those traits. And I always particularly concentrated on 2 of the traits that I thought were lacking in many, if not most, of our leaders: integrity and getting results. Dan, this is where you can truly shine. Stay true to your values. Be honest, forthright, and moral. Not just sometimes, but all the time. And expect this from those who follow you as well. And recognize that achieving results is your primary job responsibility. Provide high-quality programs that meet the learning needs of our community, from high-performing students to students with challenges, to adults returning to college, to the soldiers and their families from Fort Drum, to businesses large and small and underserved areas across the region. Insist that students learn and receive an excellent education in and out of the classroom. Enrich their lives. Demand high performance and accountability. Require that faculty, staff, and students are valued and respected. Measure your own success by the success of others. I am so pleased to be a part of this inauguration. My best wishes to you, Dan. The future is wide open, and I cannot wait to see what comes next for you and the college.
Thank you, Dr. McCoy. President Emeritus Dr. John Deans was Jefferson's third president, who served the college from 1992 through 2002, and again in 2007. Dr. John Deans could not be here today. However, he shared the following message to President Dupee. My most sincere congratulations to you as you become Jefferson's 7th president. I regret I am unable to join you, your family, the college community, and members of the greater community for your inauguration ceremony. Mary Jo and I are in Florida. You, like me over 30 years ago, are probably approaching the day with a myriad of feelings. There are some, however, I'm confident we both share. As I said then, above all, I felt very privileged to have the opportunity to serve as Jefferson's president. As with you, the college had allowed me to grow both personally and professionally and become a part of both the campus and the greater community. Jefferson is where we came to see our collective efforts as faculty, staff, and students literally transform the lives of thousands, and in turn, the life of both the college and the community. Your knowledge and commitment to the college and community it serves will help ensure a bright future for Jefferson and the North Country. Enjoy a historic and fun-filled inaugural day and many years of successful service as president of SUNY's finest. All the best, John. P.S. Not every day will be like Inauguration Day. Carry on. At this time, I would like to call upon Ty LeClaire to offer greetings on behalf of the Jefferson Community College student body.
Greetings, distinguished guests. I would like to personally thank each and every one of you for attending today's event. I'm incredibly honored to welcome you all to the inauguration of Dr. Daniel Dupee as the 7th president of Jefferson Community College. Please keep in mind, this is my first speech. It's a little intimidating, so I'll keep this brief. Also, I please ask you to forgive me for any mistakes I make along the way, which have already been one. I originally wrote this speech in fall of this past year. At the time of drafting my comments, I had only known Dr. Dupee for a few months. Even in the short time we had worked together, I remembered noting his attention and his ability to listen to lend an ear. Working alongside Dr. Dupee for almost a year now, I have had the opportunity to sit through many meetings alongside him. In those moments with faculty and with students, I can happily report seeing his attentive and willingness to ask for feedback, to listen to the comments and concerns of others, and the steps he has taken to ensure that we have succeeded here at Jefferson. I can confidently and now proudly say my respect towards him has continued to grow. Working with President Dupee, I have been able to learn what goes on behind the curtain and how meticulous it can be. I only have a glimpse into just how much goes into a typical day as a president of a college. Even with this sliver of understanding, I see the time and effort that he has put in and will continue to put in. I am confident that Dr. Dupee will lead us in the next coming years to strive and be the best we can as representatives of Jefferson Community College to ensure that we all succeed. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Ty. Jack Donato, President of the Faculty Association, brings greetings on behalf of the faculty and professional staff of the college.
Distinguished guests, good afternoon. As a class of 1987 alum, as a computer science faculty member for the past 35 years, and as president of the Faculty Association Union, it is a privilege to represent the college's professional staff and faculty in formally welcoming Dr. Dan Dupee to the position of college president. The association has worked with President Dupee for many years in his previous role as vice president for administration and finance. During negotiations or when working on an issue, he has always been insightful and brings a grounded perspective to the discussion at hand. He continuously demonstrates a desire to do what is best to support the college and exhibits significant dedication to Jefferson. This is exactly the leader that the college needs now and has likely always needed. The faculty and professional staff of the college share his desire to serve our students well today, tomorrow, and into the future. We look forward to continued collaborations that make educational opportunities a reality for our current and future students. On this day, we extend our heartfelt congratulations and look forward to sharing the gift of learning. Congratulations, Dr. Dupee.
Thank you, Jack. Bringing greetings on behalf of classified staff, William McMahon, President of the Educational Support Professionals Association.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Jefferson Community College Educational Support Professionals, we enthusiastically welcome Dr. Dupee as the 7th president of JCC. We also wish to welcome Dr. Dupee's family and our distinguished guests. I'm honored to speak at this important event. It's a privilege to stand before you all and represent support staff in maintenance, clerical, and technical positions across this great campus. Many serve students outside the classroom. Others work behind the scenes maintaining facilities and equipment, and others work evenings, nights, and weekends. But together we're all here to support students, campus operations, and the community. The inauguration of a president is an occasion for the entire JCC community to renew and rededicate ourselves to the college mission. Dr. Dupee, we've seen you live this mission each and every day in a variety of roles on campus. Your dedication and leadership to Jefferson serves as a guide for us all to work towards. The entire support staff looks forward to working with you as we shape the future of JCC. Under your leadership, we're confident the institution's mission will advance and community service will prosper. On behalf of the entire ESP membership, congratulations, Dr. Dupee. Thank you for your continued commitment to Jefferson.
Thank you, Bill. Now, Michelle Capone will offer greetings to the president on behalf of the Jefferson Community College Foundation and Alumni Advisory Council.
President Dr. Dupee and distinguished members of the stage party, on behalf of the Jefferson Foundation, I would like to welcome and congratulate Dr. Dupee as Jefferson's 7th president. This is a momentous day as we welcome a North Country born, raised, and educated individual as president of our community's valued institution of higher education. Dr. Dupee has served for many years on the Foundation's board of directors. During my time serving on the board with Dr. Dupee, he has demonstrated a keen ability to leverage the Foundation's resources toward the betterment of the institution, both physically and academically. Examples of this include the partnership between the college and Foundation and the building of the residence hall, the community health center, and the turf field. Academically, the Foundation has worked with the college to increase scholarship offerings, leverage Title III funding, and provide resources to enhance student and faculty experiences. Dr. Dupee recognizes the importance of the Foundation to the college, and I speak for the entire Foundation board when I say that we look forward to continuing to work with the greater community to educate, inspire, and empower the students of SUNY Jefferson. Congratulations, Dr. Dupee. The Jefferson Foundation looks forward to working with you in the years to come.
Thank you, Michelle. I'd like to introduce Stephen Todd, who will offer comments on behalf of area school districts.
Thank you, Dr. Fairman, and good afternoon all. On behalf of the pre-kindergarten through 12th grade school community of our region, it is an honor and a privilege to welcome and congratulate Dr. Daniel Dupee as he begins his tenure as president of Jefferson Community College. But really, the P12 community already knows Dr. Dupee very well, and this is not as much a welcome as a celebration of the continuation of a years-long partnership we have enjoyed with him and with JCC. Our area's public and parochial schools have no better friend than Dr. Dupee, and we are excited about continuing and growing the wonderful partnerships between P12 schools and our closest higher education partner, Jefferson Community College. It has also been an honor to work with Dr. Dupee in my capacity as a trustee of the college, and I believe it is a testament to the college's commitment to partnerships between P12 and higher education that there has consistently been a P12 member of the board for many years. We are proud that Dr. Dupee is a graduate of one of our area schools, Watertown High School, and we are grateful to him for his years of service as a member of the Board of Education at another of our area schools, General Brown Central School District. Dr. Dupee has lived a life of service to our region, to our schools, and to our children, and we are happy that he is at the helm of our community college. This demonstrated commitment to the children of our region has led Dr. Dupee to be a champion of programming and partnerships that bring P12 schools and the college closer together. Even before he became president of JCC, Dr. Dupee was instrumental in efforts to integrate curricula and create seamless educational pathways between BOCES, area schools, and Jefferson Community College. He helped to ensure that dual enrollment EDGE opportunities were available for all students in our region who wished to take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. And he championed the creation of the AOS program pathway from BOCES programs to JCC, which has been and will be a game changer for so many students. Dr. Dupee has also worked closely with BOCES to share space, share equipment, and share expertise, both at the Lewis County Extension Building in Lowville and on the main Watertown campus. This sharing has enabled both JCC and BOCES to realize efficiencies that in turn enables each of us to better serve our students. Again, on behalf of the P12 schools of our region, we celebrate the beginning of Dr. Dupee's presidency, and we look forward to years of continuing and expanding partnerships that will be good for all of the children of the North Country. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. General Matthew Brayman joins us today to bring greetings on behalf of the military community at Fort Drum.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Major General Greg Anderson, the commander of the 10th Mountain Division in Fort Drum, it is truly my pleasure to be here today representing the soldiers and families of Fort Drum who call the North Country home. I'd like to thank Jefferson Community College and Dr. Daniel Dupee for inviting me to this historic event, and would like to personally congratulate him on this monumental achievement as the 7th president of Jefferson Community College. Jefferson Community College continues to be a vital partner and resource for the soldiers, families, and veterans of Fort Drum, enriching them through educational opportunities. This college provides flexible programs, accommodates deployment cycles, training exercises, and the relocation of our soldiers and their families. Nearly 25% of Jefferson's student body is comprised of service members, family members, veterans, and retirees from various military-affiliated backgrounds. Enrollment continues to increase at Jefferson Community College through our Fort Drum Education Center, and many of our Fort Drum soldiers attend JCC using tuition assistance program. At Fort Drum, we highly encourage our soldiers to become lifelong learners through civilian education. Our future depends on adaptive leaders who exercise their minds as hard as they exercise their bodies, and we truly appreciate the flexible learning opportunities and degree continuation programs that are made available to our service members and our families. The 10th Mountain Division, Fort Drum, look forward to a long continued partnership with Jefferson Community College, and we welcome Dr. Daniel Dupee as the 7th president of this institution. Climb to glory.
Thank you, General Bremen. Now, I'd like to call Chairman William Johnson to the podium to offer comments on behalf of the college's sponsor, Jefferson County.
Distinguished guests, today is a truly special day as we gather here to welcome one of our own, an individual born and raised in Jefferson County as the 7th president of Jefferson Community College. It is with great honor and pride that I stand before you to offer my warmest welcome to Dr. Daniel J. Dupee. Having witnessed Dr. Dupee's remarkable journey, which began in our beloved North Country, it is truly inspiring to see him achieve this significant milestone in his career. As a community college graduate himself, Dr. Dupee understands the transformative power of education and the vital role that community colleges play in driving economic development in our community. Throughout his 15 years of dedicated service at Jefferson Community College, Dr. Dupee has demonstrated exceptional leadership skills and a deep passion for the success of students. From his role as Executive Vice President of Administration, Finance, and Enrollment Services to the position of Administrator in Charge, Dr. Dupee's commitment to excellence has been unwavering. But it is not just his professional accomplishments that make Dr. Dupee the perfect fit for this role. He is deeply rooted in our community, having served on various boards and supported numerous local organizations. Dr. Dupee, dedicated to the well-being of our community, is evident in his involvement with the North Country Family Health Center and his service on the General Brown Central District Board. Dr. Dupee's leadership capabilities, combined with his strategic planning abilities and his belief in the mission of community colleges, make him an excellent choice as president of Jefferson Community College. As we embark on a new chapter under the leadership of Dr. Dupee, I have no doubt that the legacy of Jefferson Community College as the jewel of the North Country will be further strengthened. We look forward to the continued growth and success of students, faculty, and staff under Dr. Dupee's guidance. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome to one of our own, Dr. Daniel J. Dupee, as he assumes his role as the 7th president of Jefferson Community College. Together, let us strive to educate, inspire, and empower our students and community and build a brighter future for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson. I'd like to invite David Males Chair of the Jefferson Community College Board of Trustees, to the podium.
Thank God I had a late lunch. I might not be able to fit. Distinguished guests, good afternoon. I'm truly honored to be a part of this special celebration. It was the great Winston Churchill who said, and I quote here, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." During the presidential selection process, there was no question on what Dr. Daniel Dupee was going to give Jefferson Community College and our community. Dedication, commitment, respect, and integrity. In less than 1 year, President Dr. Dan Dupee has demonstrated to the Board of Trustees, our student body, our faculty, staff, and our sponsor, all three of these attributes, and many more. Furthermore, Dr. Dupee understands that this institution is a direct reflection of the community it serves, whether it's from his years of service on local school boards, supporting the American Cancer Society, being an advocate for quality education, not only in the North Country, but also across the entire SUNY system, to throwing out the first pitch at the Watertown Wizards baseball game, which, by the way, made it all the way to home plate, no bounces. And if you don't believe me, I have the video. Dr. Dupee represents all that is good about our community and this institution. Chancellor King, our campus is in very good hands with Dr. Daniel J. Dupee at the helm. Dr. Dupee, speaking for the entire Board of Trustees, we are committed to support you and work alongside you to educate, inspire, and empower our students, and yes, also our community. Under your leadership, Jefferson Community College will continue to be the jewel of the North Country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair Males. And finally, I invite the Chancellor of the State University of New York, Dr. John King, to offer greetings on behalf of the State University.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here today for this tremendous celebration of a college, a community, and a favorite son and leader who I know is going to do extraordinary things as a president, just as he has throughout his life. On the face of it, the idea of me talking to this crowd in this community about Dan Dupee sounds crazy. I've known him for 15 months. Watertown has known him since the day he was born. I don't have to tell you about his intellect, his solidity, the innate decency that comes through in every conversation, the care and concern he has for others, the level-headedness, or the depth of his passion for education and for Jefferson Community College. I don't have to tell you about it, but I'm glad to. And I've seen him in a context you have not, so I can tell you about that as well. A few months ago at a SUNY-wide conference of community college presidents, Dan gave a presentation around the finances of community colleges. And what we got was classic Dupee, a straightforward, laser-focused presentation that put the spotlight squarely on responsible stewardship of funding, making sure resources go where they must to help students succeed, and employing a vision of college finance that is realistic about short-term exigencies, yet always looking for the opportunities to grow, change, and flourish with the times and for the community. And speaking of community, I'm told Dan has 53 friends and relatives in attendance today, and many of those family members are also products of SUNY. But really, let's acknowledge the true guest of honor today, Grandma Dolores. Can we have a round of applause for Grandma Dolores? Now, this representation of Dan's friends and family is part of what makes today so special and makes Dan's elevation to this position so heartwarming and promising. Dan's roots in this community will undoubtedly be a huge asset to his presidency of this community college. When the question is, what do the students need to thrive, or what unusual challenges do local students face, he won't be guessing the answers. He knows. He knows the neighborhoods and the schools, and the fact that he even serves on the advocate drum, the Jefferson Lewis Workforce Investment Board, and the North Country Family Health Center Board. He knows the job market and his local industry partners, what they have, what they lack, and what they need. He knows who can help and what might hinder. He knows what ideas will fly and which ones to shoot down. And he knows this college. After 15 years of working here in roles from Chief Diversity Officer and Affirmative Action Officer to Vice President for Administration, Finance, and Enrollment, in a way few others do or could. So more than anything else, what today represents is the marriage of a very special man to a crucial role leading a wonderful college. And I suppose that means up till now that they've just been dating. So it was a very long courtship, clearly. And what of this institution with which Dan is tying this knot? I knew Jefferson Community College was an extraordinary institution from the first time I visited. What did I see and hear when I visited? I saw a community college working diligently and successfully to meet the needs of its community and students, faculty, and staff, striving, giving their all to achieve and help others achieve. I don't have to tell you about the extraordinary work that JCC does with the veterans community. As you've heard today, nearly 25% of Jefferson's student body is comprised of service members, family members, veterans, and retirees. And you likely know that the college's partnership with Fort Drum is a model of cooperation and competence, and you likely know JCC is ranked among Military Times' best colleges for veterans. But you don't know, you can't know how moved I was to hear from veterans about the supports they received, and how moved I was to hear staff lace every word with care and dedication for the men and women they help. Or how gladdened I was to hear students share stories of the EOP program staff bringing students into college, 18-year-olds and working adults, first-timers and those returning, and helping them get through college with the degree and skills they need. One woman told me it was when she was laid off at a mortuary that she realized she needed to pursue her calling as a nurse and came to JCC. And a young man told me that he struggled the first time he tried college, but when he came back, he came to JCC and he thrived because this campus had the supports he needed to succeed. And the raves for the nursing program, simply extraordinary. Students told me they felt they could learn anything, do anything, and get whatever they needed to do the job, and JCC's early adoption of clinical simulations was innovative and superb. Sometimes when we hire a president for a college, I'm not always sure it's quite a fit. You hope, but you can't tell until you see how the president wears on the campus. Sometimes there's a bit of chafing or blisters, and sometimes the fit improves with practice, and sometimes it does not. But here, in Dan, hand, meet, glove. Dan Dupee is a Watertown boy grown into a Watertown man. I am confident he will exceed every expectation. Again, thank you for having me, and thank you for supporting Dan and Jefferson Community College.
Thank you, Chancellor King. I'd like now to introduce two very special and talented young men, Jefferson students Emmanuel Garrick and Zachary Smith, who will perform Sway. Thank you, Emmanuel and Zachary, for that absolutely wonderful performance. The central purpose of today's gathering is the ceremony of investiture, and I now call again on Chancellor of the State University, Dr. John King, who will formally install Dr. Dupee as the 7th president of Jefferson Community College.
All right, at this time, I would like to request that President Daniel Dupee and Chairman Males join me here at the podium. Dr. Dupee, you have the most important privilege and responsibility of leading Jefferson Community College, established in 1961, to the fulfillment of its great promise as an institution of higher learning and an integral partner in the region. As Chief Executive Officer, you are assigned all powers, duties, and responsibilities appropriate to the post. We are confident that under your leadership, this institution, pursuing the highest traditions of teaching, scholarship, and public service, will continue its dedication to this region, to the state, the nation, and the world. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State of New York, I hereby present you, friends of the college, the 7th president of Jefferson Community College, Dr. Daniel Dupee.
Thank you, Chancellor King. Congratulations, Dr. Dupee. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Daniel J. Dupee, 7th president of Jefferson Community College, to the podium to offer his inaugural address.
Wow. When I told Karen I wanted it to feel like the Caribbean in here, I forgot to tell her I didn't want it to feel like we flew to the Caribbean. Chancellor King, trustees, distinguished colleagues, esteemed faculty and staff, cherished students, honored guests, members of our community, and my family, thank you for being here today. I wasn't sure if Captain Planet was going to send another one of his Planeteers to make us postpone another event on campus, so I truly appreciate you all sticking with us and making it here today. It is with immense pride, gratitude, and excitement that I stand before you as the newly inaugurated 7th president of Jefferson Community College, a place that has been my second home for the past 16 years. I am deeply humbled by the trust you've placed in me to lead an institution that has played such a pivotal role in shaping my professional journey and my commitment to education. This inauguration is not just a symbolic event, but a profound reflection of our college's commitment to navigate the ever-evolving landscape of higher education and build on our legacy. As some may know, my career path is not typical of a college president. Our campus did not focus on that and concentrated on moving our institution forward together. And now I need to say some thank yous. Thank you to our Board of Trustees for their confidence in my abilities and their unwavering passion and support of this institution. Thank you to Chancellor King and Vice Chancellor Duncan Portier for being here today to celebrate with our college community. As we celebrate our legacy, I need to say thank you to the 6 presidents who came before me. I'd like to recognize and appreciate their contributions in building the strong foundation of our college. Their leadership, dedication, and vision have been instrumental in shaping our institution's success. We stand here today because of their contributions. And those contributions will continue to inspire and guide us as we work to further advance and build upon the strong foundation they have laid for our institution. I had the opportunity to work with 2 of those previous presidents, and I want to provide a special thank you to Dr. Carol McCoy for giving me an opportunity I would have never dreamt possible, for her belief in my abilities, and for pushing me to continue my education in pursuit of becoming a college president. And to Dr. Ty Stone for providing me with opportunities not typical of a chief financial officer and continuing to support my leadership development. To our esteemed faculty and staff, I want to say thank you for your dedication and being the bedrock of our college's success. It is your passion, expertise, and tireless efforts that have given our students the skills and knowledge to succeed as we nurture their aspirations. I'm committed to supporting you, providing resources for professional development, and creating an environment where your contributions are recognized as you continue to serve our students well. To our students, your success is what gives us the motivation to do the great work we do each and every day. Education is a powerful tool for positive change here in our community and beyond. Your commitment to both learning and developing your skills is inspiring. Keep up the great work and continue to strive for a better future for us all. And finally, thank you to my family, my parents, Dan and Janine, for all your support, no matter how many times I failed. And for not just telling me, but showing me what hard work and work ethic truly is. My grandmother, Dolores, who is here with us today, along with my other grandparents watching from above, for establishing a family framework built on supporting one another. My sister Becky and my brother Matt, for being there no matter what the situation or circumstances. My in-laws, Mike and Julie, for always treating me like one of your own. My brother-in-law, Rick, and my sister-in-law, Janelle, for accepting me as the additional sibling you never wanted. My brother-in-law, Steve, and my sister-in-law, Stephanie, for being able to handle these crazy families you joined. All my nieces and nephews, for your continuous comedic relief and the joy of watching you all grow into amazing individuals. My aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends who have become family, for all their support and encouragement over the years. To my daughters, Emma and Lily, who continue to make me proud every day, even when you don't put your dishes in the dishwasher. You are both intelligent, humorous, and beautiful young women. I'm so lucky to be your father. And finally, to my wife, Krista, who I've spent more of my life with than without. We've been together for all of life's ups and downs, many more ups than downs. You motivate me, keep me organized, keep me laughing, and are always there to listen when I need a sympathetic ear. You truly are my best friend, and everyone will agree, my better half. I love and appreciate you all, and I'm very lucky to call you all my family. The world of higher education is in a constant state of transformation, driven by technological advancements, shifting demographics, changing job markets, and evolving student needs. As we stand on the cusp of this new era, we acknowledge that the challenges we face are significant. However, it's precisely in times of change the opportunities for innovation and creativity emerge. Our landscape is shifting, and we must not only adapt, but also lead the way in educating our students for the careers of the future. We must be agile, responsive, and forward-thinking. Our commitment to education remains steadfast, but the way we deliver it and the skills we equip our students with must align with the demands of the 21st century. This is why today I'm announcing the creation of the Community Impact Fund for Career Education. The purpose of the Community Impact Fund is to provide Jefferson the ability to quickly and easily stand up industry-specific education and training programs to meet the employment needs of our community, as well as provide tuition support to the students enrolling in these classes. Over the next few months, with the help of the Jefferson Community College Foundation, we will be asking our community partners, alumni, and constituents to join me in supporting this important initiative. I'm happy to also announce that thanks to the generosity of a few special friends, we have already raised over $18,000 for the Community Impact Fund. As we move forward, building a stronger future for our institution begins with a deep commitment to our mission, to educate, inspire, and empower. Our mission transcends any challenges we may encounter, and it is the driving force behind everything we do. To navigate this shifting landscape successfully, we must embrace 5 key principles. Flexibility. As the traditional boundaries of education are blurring, we must be flexible in our approach, offering a mix of in-person and online learning options, new programs that are out of our comfort zone, and supporting lifelong learning to meet the diverse needs of our students and community. Innovation. We must foster a culture of innovation within our institution. This means exploring new teaching methods, adopting cutting-edge technologies, and continuously adapting our programs and curriculum to meet the evolving needs of our students and the demands of the job market. Inclusivity. A strong future for our community college relies on ensuring that all members of our community have equal access to education and opportunities. We must continue to foster an inclusive and diverse learning environment where every student feels valued and supported. Partnerships. Collaboration is essential in today's higher education landscape. We must expand existing and build new partnerships with local businesses, community organizations, and other educational institutions to create pathways to careers for our students and enrich the communities we serve. And finally, continue to be a student-focused campus. Our students are at the heart of everything we do. We must provide them with the knowledge, skills, and support they need to be successful. Building a strong future for our community college is not the work of one person or administration. It is a collective effort that requires the dedication, passion, and collaboration of every member of our faculty, staff, students, alumni, and community. Let us remember that the challenges are opportunities in disguise. As we navigate this shifting landscape, we will encounter obstacles, but each obstacle is a chance to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Together, we will build a future that is not just strong, but extraordinary. A future that educates our students for the ever-changing world, inspires our students to accomplish great things, and empowers our students to thrive, strengthening our entire community and the world. Again, I am so very humbled and honored to lead Jefferson Community College on this journey. I promise to advocate vigorously for our students, our campus, and our system to make sure we can continue providing the excellent education we are known for. Our collective experiences, our shared values, and our unwavering commitment to education will guide us as we navigate the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. I feel a quote from Charles Caleb Colton provides us with a backdrop of the change in higher education today and the inspiration to move forward. The quote states, "Times of great calamity and confusion have been productive for the greatest minds. The purest ore is produced from the hottest furnace, and the brightest thunderbolt is elicited from the darkest storm. With your support and commitment, I have no doubt that we will not only endure the storms of change, but also emerge stronger, providing more opportunity for all. Together, we will shape the future, and together, we will continue Jefferson's remarkable legacy for generations to come. Thank you again, and let us embark on this journey with enthusiasm, courage, and a shared vision of a brighter tomorrow. As we celebrate our legacy, build the future together, and continue to educate, inspire, and empower our students and community. Thank you.
Jefferson's inaugural faculty and staff choir will now perform our alma mater, accompanied by Chris Hyde Hall. Wow. First, Dan Dupee's inspiring words. Under him, Jefferson Community College will indeed celebrate our legacy and build the future together. Thank you to our college choir for sharing your talents with us this afternoon. At this time, I'd like to remind everyone that we invite you to join us for a reception honoring President Dupee following the close of our program. The gathering will be held in the Commons on the lower level of the Jewel Center. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of Jefferson Community College, we thank you for joining us today and taking part in today's celebration of this campus, our community, and Dr. Dupee. Please rise for the benediction, which will be offered by Sister Juliana Raymond, college chaplain.
A benediction is a blessing. Jefferson Community College is a unique gem here in what we refer to as the North Country. In that three-word expression, we imply attributes of compassion, strength, generosity, endurance, just to begin to name a few. Whether you are new to the North Country, are here with Fort Drum, or may have lived here all your life, our rich diversity of interests, cultures, and languages contribute to fulfilling our college's mission. These are blessings, and we have a new leader entrusted to growing our mission with us. Dr. Dupee, congratulations and thank you. Amen.
Please remain standing as the national colors are retired. Following the color guard, guests are requested to remain standing until the academic procession has exited the theater. Thank you and enjoy your evening.